Hello. Welcome to my channel, TV-DICTION, where we talk about all my latest TV obsessions. We're currently in the best time of the year where people are seemingly all happy and ready to spread some holiday cheer. And since this isn't a vlog channel, I can't participate in Vlogmas. However, I wanted to do a 7 days Christmas movie marathon where I watched 7 different Christmas movies and, chit chat with you guys about them. As you can tell by the title, our first movie up is Brewster's Millions Christmas. And of course, we're watching it to support our girl, China Ann McClain. Let's dive right into the movie review. I feel like this is the first role we see China Ann McClain actually playing grown up. Like, we literally watch her grow up before our eyes, but this is like the first movie we've seen her as an actual adult. Okay, off rip, we can see where the storyline is going. Rich, spoiled, over independent woman who is about to learn the true meaning of Christmas. China is playing Morgan Brewster, who works with multi-million dollar companies with their philanthropy initiatives. And one of the companies that we see her work with, or the project that she's preparing in the beginning of the movie, is for Unit Springs, which becomes important later on in the movie. Morgan is clearly in a work mode all the time and doesn't make time for family, but enjoys the very, luxurious parts of life. There is clearly conflict with her and her family, as her aunt has to summon her to Christmas Day with the family, and there is, a rift from her not joining the family business. Her aunt gives her an ultimatum to spend Christmas with her family, as she is prepared to jet set around the world on Christmas Day. While out with her friends, she realized that her cards start to decline, and we soon find out that her aunt froze all of her accounts. Morgan is given a list from her aunt of things that she must complete in order to get access back to her accounts. If she doesn't complete the task, she would forego her inheritance to the family business and everything else that the family has. All the tasks would have to have been completed on Christmas Eve by 11:59. And every task that she has to complete would lead her down the road to finding love and the true meaning of Christmas. She has to do 4 things. 1 is provide a clean and safe shelter for someone in need. 2, give a child a unique gift that is worth more than, money. 3, restore faith in the true meaning of Christmas. And 4, open her heart up to the idea of love again. Romeo Miller is playing her guardian angel of sorts, who is to steer her on the right path. And, we can clearly tell that this is going to be her love interest in the end. Morgan gets a taste of reality real quick. I think faster than she really anticipated. The change was, supposed to happen, because her aunt locked her out of her condo, access to her jet, and all the things that she knows. Morgan has to end up thugging it out for herself, for the first time in, I believe, a very long time. When trying to find a place to, lay her head for the night, because she can't have access to her condo because her aunt locked her out of that, she lands on, one of the transitional homes which she helped promote or market for a company. And then she soon realized what she pushed isn't living up to the actual living services, for people. The apartment is a dump, and, she's going to have to stick it out for 30 days. A reality check for sure. Morgan soon meets a sweet neighbor named Opal, and we can tell that she is going to be one of the ones who strike a chord in Morgan's ice cold heart and, change it for the better. Opal is a single mother who fell on hard times and had to give her, sister temporary custody of her 13-year-old daughter, Mariah. until she's able to get back on her feet. We're soon privy to the conflict in the movie where we find out that Tiffany, the COO of her aunt's company and, the Brewster family business, is trying to sabotage Morgan's chance of earning the inheritance. We then see Morgan interact with a young child that she meets. He's a young man who's trying to get the attention of a big artist, to get a record deal so that he can help his family after his dad lost his job and had to pick up some night shifts, and he's just missing his dad and he wants to be able to see his dad. So he's trying to do his part to help the family. And he thinks that can be done by, getting the big artist, the big celebrity, Big Ty, to notice him so that he could get a record label and earn some money so that his dad won't no longer have to work the night shifts. We're then pivoted to a scene where Morgan is singing with a young man in a duet in front of the same building that he's standing out of, trying to get attention from the artist, by gathering more people there and bringing spotlight to this young man. Morgan is also now faced with how she can help Opal, as she finds out that Opal only has about a week to stay in Unit Springs, as she was behind on her bills and she couldn't keep up and she couldn't continue to pay. She wasn't paying, but Opal has had a optimistic view. She's appreciative that they've given her grace for all this time, so she's just trying to figure out her next move. With only 8 days left for Morgan to complete the task, Tiffany is still trying to sabotage her, but Andrew's heart is already in the game, and as he soon becomes jealous with the idea of Morgan being able to open up her heart for someone else. In an unsuccessful attempt, Andrew tries to sabotage Morgan's help with the kid as he makes contact with the celebrity Big Ty and try to complain and convince him to make a complaint about the gathering, of the people in front of the building. But Morgan was able to turn that around and, be like, sir, do you really want to do that? You're on camera everywhere. Let's not be the Grinch this Christmas. After getting Big Ty to spend some time with the kid, Morgan was able to get him to have a change of heart, even got him to open up about his own childhood and, how he was brought up and how he felt abandoned by his dad. And Big Ty ended up inviting Manny, the kid, and his family to his condo to spend Christmas with him and his mom. And, with that, she was able to cross one item off her list because she was able to help a kid. Although we thought she was helping Manny, but in reality, she was helping Big Ty try to heal, a big kid trying to heal a wound that's been left open. Morgan then sets her sights on finally trying to help Opal by having her sue her former employer. Morgan put on her student lawyer cap on for a day and help Opal bluff her employer, where she's able to get a check that would help her stay in her place, marking off another item on her list, making 2. Andrew finally, grows the confidence to make his move on Morgan, but she does shuts it down right before he's able to seal the deal with a kiss. With time running out, Morgan finds out that Opal's building is actually being sold. Therefore, she won't be able to stay in her apartment after all, which means that she didn't actually secure a place for her to stay. But Andrew finds out that Tiffany is the one to blame for all of this. And, Andrew playing both sides really was pissing me off low-key. One thing about the McClain sisters, their projects are going to be a family affair. Sierra McClain had a cameo as Toya, where she and Morgan have a heart-to-heart, with Morgan opening about the loss of her parents and her uncle, and Toya opening up about her grandma being on hospice and how singing this church solo was something hard for her to do. And, we walked away with a cute duet between the sisters. After that sweet moment, sweet and touching moment on the stage singing with Toya, Morgan then overhears Tiffany arguing with Andrew over their plan to sabotage Morgan from completing her tasks. And she soon tries to quit. And she ended up confronting Andrew about his part in trying to tank her challenge. After having a touching conversation with her aunt, she was able to be convinced to, continue to try challenge and not give up so easily. Andrew comes back to show her that she did in fact complete another task, and he brings her to Toya's home where he explains how she was able to restore Toya's faith in Christmas while helping her sing because her grandma was able to see her sing for one last time. In a last-ditch effort to help Opal secure a place to stay, Morgan got Big Ty to buy the Unit Springs placement where she was at to have the family stay there, which marks, task number 3 off the list, which means she only had one remaining, and that was to fall in love. In a show of support for Morgan, all of the people she's helped showed up at her aunt's house to explain how Morgan's help has helped them and, restore their faith in Christmas as well. Again, Andrew professes his love to Morgan, where she agrees and, finally falls for it, and he gets his kiss in the end, which means she was able to knock item number 4 off her list and secure the inheritance, becoming the sole beneficiary of the Brewster dynasty. Morgan walks away with winning everything and even offering help to Tiffany's mom despite her wickedness. She also is able to make peace with the passing of her parents and uncle and vowing to make them proud. She even surprised Opal with her daughter and sister and giving her a job as the property manager of Unit Springs. The movie ends with a sweet Christmas party where Morgan marvels in all that she has accomplished and set big plans and goals for her future, such as returning to law school to be able to help more people like Opal. And of course, she walks away with her happily ever after with Andrew. Now, for my overall thoughts of the movie, I'm going to be talking about the movie in terms of 3 categories. 1, simplicity of the plot. Like, I like my Christmas movies, the simpler, the better, girl meets boy in bookstore, cafe, whatever, struggling Christmas store, and they end up falling in love. Girl meets Christmas angels that gives her past, future, present self. The simpler, the better. 2, the ability to make me cry, where there's some scenes that made me cry, or did I just get misty-eyed, or did I not cry at all? Once again, I love me a sappy Christmas movie, so if I'm able to shed a tear, I'm here for it. And 3, the cuteness level of the movie, to see, is it cute enough for me to rewatch every Christmas? There are some Christmas movies that are staples, that are cute, that I watch every season, and would I consider this movie to be part of that? In terms of simplicity, I'm going to have to give this a 3 out of 5, only because I feel like we had too many of the Christmas tropes going on. Like, she had to find the true meaning of Christmas, she had to find love, and she had to help people along the way. And I feel like that was too much. I think they probably should have focused on one. If it was the true meaning of Christmas, then let her do that in helping out the people. But then having to mix everything all together for me was just too much. Like I said in the beginning, like, I like my Christmas movies to be simple. Now, ability to make me cry. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna give this one a 1 out of 5 because I didn't shed a tear. I didn't get misty-eyed, nothing. While Oprah's story was touching, Manny's story was touching, even the scene between Andrew and Morgan, where Andrew comes back and, she's confronting him about their feelings and, she gets a little teary-eyed and cries and stuff. It still wasn't enough to actually make me cry or even get misty-eyed. So, yeah, ability to make me cry, 1. Now, cuteness level, I'm going to give it a 3 again, 3 out of 5, because it was cute, Would I gravitate to watch this again next season? Probably not, If there was nothing on, if I was watching TV in passing and I saw it on, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll watch it again. But for me to actively say, like, oh, it's Christmas time, oh, the Christmas season's beginning, let me put on the Brewster Million Christmas, it's going to be a no for me, dog. Overall, I didn't think it was that bad of a Christmas movie, and being that this is the first role that I seen China Anne McClain as an adult, I'm actually glad it was a Christmas movie because we didn't get to see her, have a drastic from little kid to full adult content. So I think that was a smooth transition into her possibly playing more adult roles. So yeah, it was cute. But down in the comments, let me know your thoughts on this movie. Have you seen it? Will you watch it? Or list some of your favorite movies down below. Until next time, thank you for watching.